Hey guys, right, so what the hell is happening now? Well, you've been wondering probably why there's been such a lull in any proceedings with the Subaru WRX, and there's a very good reason for that, and it's this. Anyway, I'm rather excited. We've had all shifting house, renovations, new garage, overseas trip, all sorts of strikes all been thrown at us, and to be fair, that was our fault because we made the choices to do that. But it's certainly been for probably 4 to 5 months. The poor Subaru has been sitting in the garage, and actually we've shifted across town now to a new home, built a massive garage, which is just what I wanted. And it's going in. Today is the day we're picking it up. Now it still looks like it did when we finished, and that is there's no bonnet, no front guards. It's looking very second-hand, but it is kind of painted. And the best and legal way of doing it is to tow it across town. So I'm about to go across town, get some jumper leads, get it started, get it out of the garage, put it onto the car, and tow it to its new home. All the other parts I have pretty much shifted to the new garage, so it's actually freaking exciting. It's huge amounts of work still to do, although the paint job has come out well. I'm going to have to spend trillion hours getting all the little paint runs off that I've done, but I've looked at it, studied it, and I'm reasonably confident that I can get those out and make it look mint. And I'll show you some of those as well, share that with you, so that if you're ever in this situation, then you kind of know as well. But I'm excited as shit at the moment, I really am. Sorry, it's bad camera angle, it's the only one I can get to in the half a second that I had to try and get myself set up and get across town. So it is what it is, life is like that, it's not always all rehearsed and ready to go. So hey, let's rip into this. Oh, she goes. Well, the Subi is here. Unfortunately, it had an electrical problem. It started quite happily, got it running, and we were starting to tow it, and then it decided it had no electrics anymore, no lights were going, which of course is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, so we ended up having to tow it all the way in and push it in here, which is a bit of a bore steward. But there it is, it's here, and that is really cool. It means I can kind of start on the runs that we have in there and things, and start improving and start putting this thing together to make it look like a really cool car. They come up much better, I think, than just a plain old blowover. Doing it down to the steel, I think, makes such a difference. It really does. So that's very cool. Very cool. One step back, a couple of steps forward. So there we go. Now, the trillions of hours I mentioned were not an exaggeration. First, careful preening back with a razor blade, then sanding with a fine filler to take the tops off down as low as I dare, then sanding again. Once, not twice, not enough. Then I burned the midnight oil, over and over again. Hours of buffing to get the finish I wanted. Then the rims needed some love. STI gold I felt would make the car pop. And the end result? Well, first we had to take it for a bit of a drive. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? Well, the car's running better than it ever has, and I'm really proud of the results. It's been a really long journey getting this far. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll give you a big wrap up in the next one.